Come, gather round, everyone. They're about to talk Disney. I am still so confused as to whether I'm going to eat at Connections or Creations. So the only way I can keep them straight is I have to think, okay, well, my mouth connects to my stomach, so I guess that's Connections.
So I call Catherine to see how dinner at the restaurant is going, and she says, I can't talk to you right now. I'm talking to Mickey. So I'm like, okay, here's the big cheese. I get it. And then she says, hold on, he wants to talk to you. So she FaceTimes me, and I'm FaceTiming with Mickey as I'm getting ready for the podcast.
I don't understand why people spend hard-earned money on a Mickey ice cream sandwich in the parks. I mean, we literally all have ice cream sandwiches in our freezers at home. We don't have Mickey bars. From the mind and creator of the Disney YouTube channel Living in Diz comes a whole new Disney podcast. Okay, can we talk some serious Disney here now? Nope. Get ready for all the Disney knowledge that you can handle. It's Corey. It's Lawrence. It's the DIZPod.
You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 52. Lawrence, I'm keeping pretty good eye on what episode we've been doing. It's 2 weeks in a row. Maybe that's 3.
2 weeks in a row. Oh, yeah, maybe 3. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. If you have to start from 0 if you're doing 50, and we're on 52 now. So check in with me maybe 3 or 4 episodes down the line, then we'll see. We will see about that. 99 degrees today here in Florida. What'd you get over there in North Carolina?
Nice and cool. I think we were in the 80s. I think we're in the 80s here. Sun is,
but,
sun
you know, didn't really know it much because I spent most of my time in the car today. First day off of a 3-day, well, Monday, Thursday, Friday. Add that on to the weekend, 5-day little vacation there. So I picked up my brother from the airport, and in doing so, you know what? I'm a very calm driver. Very calm. No matter where I go.
Okay.
Cool, calm, collected. Put me in some big city traffic, I'm good. But, man, the place that I get the most tense about driving is riding into the airport. Because I don't know, it just, I don't know. There's so many paths you can take, and there's so many signs with the information on there. So going into MCO today, which is Orlando International Airport, for those who don't know, I'm going in, and I have no idea which terminal I'm going to. I'm looking for United, and so I'm looking at Terminal A. Okay, no United. Okay, let's look at B. Oh, no United. Okay, get a little bit more on the wheel. And then I get up to C, which is the final one, and there's no United. Now I'm like, oh, God, I said I wouldn't be stressed. So now I'm stressed out. I'm going to just keep riding. I have no other choice. So go a little bit further, go around the corner. Here comes A again. Okay, still no United. But then here comes B, and it has United on it. I'm like, okay. All right. So one didn't. Now one does. I go through another set of the letters. No United on B again. I'm like, what? I'm staying with B. Then the final sign for B said United, and he told me he was at door number 24. So it all worked out. But, man, do I get stressed when I have to pick someone up at the airport. So then we leave there. I went to the Character Warehouse today, the Disney Character Warehouse.
Oh, that's right. You said you were going to stop on your way.
Yeah, Tammy wanted to see if we can get some last-minute button-downs, not only for the DIZPod, but for the cruise coming up. So get some for Jacob. Jacob got lucky. I did get him a couple. I ran away with this one here for $14.99.
Nice.
Got the Jack Skellingtons. I feel like you have this one.
I do
No?
not.
Okay.
Do not. I've looked at a
Good.
Jack Skellington one. I haven't picked it up yet though.
So I went to the first one, and we just walked right in. It was fine. We went to the Vineland Road one, which is very close to Disney, and there was a line out the door. So there was a line. We waited about 20 minutes in the heat. It was just like a small attraction, you know. It was like waiting for Pirates after 8, but hotter, you know.
Yeah.
But so walked away with a few things, so that was fine. And then I'm just gonna say one last thing about all that. This I like to tell stories about my. How can I say it? I don't know how to say it right. I'm a little bit of an airhead at times. So we came home. No, we stopped at Publix because my brother is going vegan right now, and so we had to get him some stuff. So we got him stuff, and Tammy says, "Make sure you just." I had one thing to get: tomato soup, can of tomato soup to add to dinner. And I came home, and no tomato soup. So I had to go back. So I went back to Publix. Now Publix is only a 5-minute drive, but still. We get there, and Tammy goes, while you're there, there's cheese on sale. Get the cheese. Okay, we'll get some cheese. So I grabbed the 16 singles pack instead of the 12. It's the buy one, get one free with the 16, not the 12. I mean, no, with the 12, not the 16. I come home with the 16, and I paid full price for both. She goes, why did you pay $12 for 2 packs of cheese? I'm like, I don't look at the price. I just go. I had to go back to Publix, so 3 trips to Publix. So I've been in the car all day. I feel like I worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frequent flyer miles. Did you get any of those? No.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking for reasons to go back for a 4th. You know, maybe I'll go after this. Who knows? So, how was your day today?
Good. Worked. But I actually took off Thursday and Friday. Not because your brother is in town, but because Finley is graduating pre-K on Saturday. So we have some family coming in Friday and Saturday. So took some extra time off to get the house ready and stuff like that. So
very nice. Hello, everyone in chat. Welcome to the live. We do it live because we do it for you. And we're glad that you're all here. We see, is DIZPod86 your mom?
Yeah.
Pam's mom, I should say. Okay. Happy birthday, Mom. I saw it was your birthday. Hope you had I'm sure you had a great birthday. So yeah, anything else we want to cover before we bring Pam in?
No, I think it's time to bring her in, but I'll tell you, I'm on a little steroid for something I got on my shoulder. So if I, start to hulk up, my lights might turn to green, behind it. So that'll be your cue to know that. But let me fix my lights here. Hey Alexa, Pam is in the house. Get those lights turn green, pink for you. There you go.
Wow, magical. Let's really bring Pam in.
Bring her in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Very nice. I tried to go pink as well, but I don't have that command. It's
all good. It's all good.
Thank you,
Very
guys.
nice.
I actually had Walmart make the shirt just so
Walmart made it
on your show.
What's going on with the DIZPod wardrobe department? Did we give time off, or what happened here?
We gave a little time off. She had a dress to make for graduation. She had a couple other things to do. So we'll see. Right. I think that it'll start picking up in July. We'll see.
If Pam doesn't know, we have our own department, and they usually make our shirts. But there's days we wear store-bought shirts.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
You met the DIZPod wardrobe.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I wish I could sew and make clothes. I'm not that talented, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the stuff she does is amazing. Okay, if I remember, I'll pull up. Well, this is a good question. You're from New York.
Yes.
Are you a baseball fan?
My brothers are.
Mets or Yankees?
We're Yankee fans in our house.
Okay, goodbye.
Whoa. Be nice to the guests.
Just kidding.
Oh, wait, she said Yankees fans? Yeah, you can get rid of her. I'm a Red Sox fan. Yeah, he's born and bred.
I'm Mets. Yeah, it's tough, but that's okay. That's all right.
Got it. Sorry. Yeah, I have 4 younger brothers. They're all big Yankee fans. So they like baseball in general, though, really, and sports. So
Nice.
I think you can respect that, though. You know, I respect it more if you're from there and you're a fan, then that's cool. You know, no matter who it is, I feel like.
yes.
You know, but when you're the guy that lives in New York and you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, like at what basis? At what basis? You know, I feel like you got to cheer, root for the home team, like they say.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like my mom living here in North Carolina, and she's a Dallas Cowboys fan. She's also a Yankee fan, so
Okay. Well, okay, good.
most of my family are Yankee fans because my grandfather was a huge Yankee fan. So
Oh, nice. Did you ever go to any games or any Met games or?
I used to live across the Grand Central from Shea and City Field. So
Oh, cool.
when I was there, I went to about 40 games a year.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I only got to see the Yankees play a few times. I actually lived in Cleveland, Ohio, for a few years, back when I was in like middle school. And I went to a lot of baseball games there. So I got to see, they were the Cleveland Indians then, and play the Yankees. So it was really cool. I was never like a huge sports person, but my brothers love baseball and sports in general. So I'm around it a lot. So
My future sister-in-law made me a gift putting two of my loves together.
oh, that's so cool.
And that's Mickey hat. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she made me a Red Sox one, so I've got that one too.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, that's so cool.
yeah. I do see a
that's
lot
awesome.
of the family in chat. Welcome to all of you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. She has a very strong following.
Yeah, my chat's awesome.
Well, it's all about community, right? So whatever you've got going on over there, you know that they're all so special to you. I feel like with our channel, there's a lot of love that happens there, and I feel like I feel it in your channel too. Like, there's not a lot of that happening in the community. Like I hear it in some channels, and I hear it and feel it in yours. Your gratitude, how thankful you are. I'm so thankful when I'm live. I feel like I worry that it comes off fake sometimes because I just don't feel like I have enough words to express it. Do you feel that way?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like I say thank you like every stream. Like I'm still amazed that people show up to like just watch me walk through the park and just go on a couple of rides, maybe eat a snack. And it's basically just hanging out, just talking in chat. And making those connections and just having a relaxing time. My channel, I've learned not to plan anything because nothing goes to plan when you're in a Disney park or any theme park. So we're very go with the flow. Yeah. And but that's my favorite thing to do. Like that's when we would come down before moving here 3 years ago. That was our favorite thing to do, is just to go to the park either early morning, go on maybe like 2 or 3 rides with our fast passes. Disney, please bring back fast pass. And and then go back to the resort and just relax. And so I feel like that's kind of what we're doing on the streams now, is we're just heading to the park, doing a few things, and then maybe heading to a resort and just relaxing and talking. So it's pretty cool.
I like how your streams work because you'll do, I've told this to Corey before, I like variety. So you're in the park, you'll show the nighttime spectacular, and then you'll walk over to Boardwalk, or you'll walk over to Grand Floridian and Polynesian and show some of the resorts. I think that's important. Not to I mean, Disney World Resort is huge, right? And so you're showing the world that there's more than just the 4 parks.
Yeah, we're definitely resort people. I like we like hanging out at the resorts more than the parks are great, but we're big resort people. Like if we're just going to like hang out, like we're going to a resort. rather than going to a park. So, oh, thanks,
You're more,
Greg.
what do you like the best about hanging out, like area wise? Are you more about the lobby? Are you more about by the pool? What do you like the
It
best?
depends on the resort, because the Disney resorts, there's just so much variety. Like if I'm at French Quarter, I like hanging out in by the Scat Cat area, getting a beignet, and then going out towards the water and the boats, where you can take the boat either to Disney Springs or head down to Riviera. And if we're at the Grand, staying right outside where we were last night, outside Gasparilla's, just looking at the castle at night. So yeah, it depends, but every resort has something.
That is true. I treated the our stream to some fireworks. Happily ever was it Happily Ever After, or did we do Enchantment? I think it was Enchantment. A while, not too long ago, where we spent time in the park. It closed at 10. We made our way over by boat to Grand Flow and sat in front of Gasparilla's. And I set the gimbal up, sat back, didn't have to work the gimbal or anything, and just chit chatted. And Enchantment came alive, and it was a nice night to do that. So we'll definitely try that again. So
Yeah.
resorts are very, very chill
Yes.
for sure. We probably don't do them enough. We certainly don't do them as much as you do. I wonder now if you go to the parks more than I do. I am a 2 to 3 time a weeker, so I feel like my time is so limited that it's best spent at the parks a little bit more. But so, how often are you going out now, like per week? Is there
I've
a certain
been
number? Are there days that are your days? How does that all work?
Yes. Usually I stream every Wednesday and Saturday, usually at night. Especially, I think now in the summer, I don't think I'm going to be going out during the day much. Like you mentioned before, it's hot out. It's 99 degrees out today, and so I think I'm gonna wait until nighttime now, even though that's when I usually would go live anyway. But this week was a little strange because of Mom's birthday. Happy birthday again to my mom, who was in chat before. And then we're doing a special live stream tomorrow. So it's a little bit weird today, but just twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday. So.
Oh yeah, but yes, thanks for doing that for us today because this is your normal
Yeah.
stream day. So we
Yes.
appreciate that.
Oh, no worries. I was excited to come on.
Oh, that's awesome. She's like, "Oh, whatever." so I looked back on is it 2 times? How many times have we run into each other now?
At least 2.
Hollywood Studios recently. Is it 2?
Yes.
Okay.
At least 2, yeah.
I came away from that last one just thinking like, does she think I'm like weird or something? Because I just felt like I stopped you in strange circumstances. It was like, I know Pam is here. I wanted Tammy to meet you and everything, and I know Lawrence wanted to say hi. So we're walking through Galaxy's Edge, and Tammy's behind me, and some of our other group was behind. We had a big group that day. And so I flipped my phone from my secondary phone. I'm always watching our stream. I switch it to yours, and I'm like, she's close. So then I'm telling your chat, hey, tell her to come over here near the droids. And, you're looking, and then you find me. And then I was like, oh, I want you to meet, the family. And then the family's not there. And I'm like, they were here. You want to come walking with me? So we start walking. We're searching. Then we get to the point where cast members aren't letting people through. It was a very, very intense moment, and I had to kind of, not force my way through, but tell them, "Hey, my family's down there. We got to get down there." It was rough, and Pam stuck by me, and I walked away later going, "I hope she doesn't think I'm weird."
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I was seeing chat go, Pam, stop. And I'm like, stop. Why? What's going on? It's like is something going on? They're like, Corey's by you. He's here. He's looking for you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, hold on. So it was a lot of fun. That's what's fun about the parks. You never know what's going to happen. And
I
but
know.
the May the 4th, that was crazy. That was so cool with all the lightsabers and everything. So I'm glad that I got to see that. That was pretty intense and awesome to see. So I thank you.
Yeah, yeah, well, you're welcome. It's like, being a kid of Star Wars, I was definitely a kid of Star Wars. I'm older. So, I went in 1977 when I was 5 years old to see the first movie. And to see all this at my age, like hundreds of lightsabers in one place. I mean, we were just walking our live stream on Saturdays in Hollywood Studios. And we're just walking and we're talking. Who comes around the corner? Ray and Chewie.
Yeah.
Nobody else around them. So we got some nice intimate time with Ray and Chewie, and it's just really cool to interact like that. So yeah. So let's go way back. Where were you born and raised? You talked about Cleveland, but was it New York, New Jersey? Where was it?
Long Island.
Long
Born and
Island.
raised on Long
Ooh.
Island. Yes. Long Island.
Okay.
Sometimes you can hear my accent
Well, but
when I
you
say
have
certain
all the-
things.
Mom, you can hear it more.
My mom has a big Long
That's
Island.
the same thing. My mom's the same way. Be like, was that $40? How much did you pay for that chowder? Did you take the car?
Yeah, no, coffee. So
Oh, there you
Tammy's like that too, though. Tammy's all the way still Massachusetts for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, born and raised on Long Island. And I did live in Cleveland for a few years. My dad got a job there. And so we lived there for a little bit and then moved right back to Long Island. Lived there most of my life. So it was before we moved down, my family and I, we've always said that eventually we would move down to Florida. We were big Disney people. We've been going to Disney for over 20 years, visiting. I was actually a little bit older when I first went to Disney. I was a teenager, and we fell in love with it and with the parks and the resorts and everything. And we've always said, like, eventually we're going to move down to Florida. We're going to be by the theme parks where we love. And we sped that up a little bit with everything going on over the past couple of years, and we're like, let's just do it. Let's go down. And but I miss Long Island. I'll always be a Long Island girl. There's really good people there, and I miss my town. And but loving Florida life for sure.
Absolutely. Did you know Debbie Gibson?
Did I know Debbie Gibson? No. We well, we knew the Baldwins.
Oh, okay.
And I think, like, who else was from? We have a lot of people.
Billy Joel, right?
Schneider, from Twisted
Schneider,
Sister, Jerry Seinfeld, and we didn't know him, but from Long Island.
You knew of
I
him.
used to
Knew of him.
pass by Joey Buttafuoco's car at their place all the time. Like,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
there's a lot of stories on Long Island, let me tell you.
Oh yes, definitely. The Amityville Horror House, and
Oh yeah, that's right, Amityville. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You ever drive by it?
yes.
Yeah.
You have. Well, you ever get any funky feelings about it or anything like that? Anybody?
No, it's changed over the years, but they still have those windows, like the windows that look like eyes. So it's interesting to go past and see it. So
I wonder if anything still happens over there. Is anybody living in it?
hopefully not. Yes, still there's people living in it. Yeah.
Okay. Can't be that bad then. Yeah. So, what part of Ohio?
Cleveland, more by
Oh,
Cleveland.
right in Cleveland. Oh, okay.
A suburb of Cleveland. So we lived pretty close. But loved Ohio. I still have friends in Ohio. So good people. And but went back to New York, and now here in Florida.
You ever hear of Wapakoneta?
No.
Most people haven't. It's really weird. But if I say, have you heard of Lima?
Yes.
It's right next to Wapakoneta.
Is it really?
It amazes me. So many people that I ask, oh, from Ohio. Okay. Ever hear of Wapakoneta? No. Ever hear of Lima? Of course. Tammy moved to Wapakoneta for 8 years because when she was a junior in high school, her parents got transferred in. They worked for Goodyear, so they got transferred. I think Akron. Tammy's saying in chat, St. Mary's. Have you heard of St. Mary's before?
St. Mary's.
St.
No,
Mary's,
I actually
Ohio.
haven't. No.
Oh, well, she's heard of
No.
Lima, Tammy, so that's a
Yes.
win. Wapakoneta is the birthplace of Neil Armstrong.
Oh,
One
okay.
small step for man. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, not a great town. Sorry if anybody's watching from Wapak, but not great. Nothing there. But that's where she lived for 8 years, and we visited her mom there. And Michelle has heard of Wapakoneta. How about that?
Nice.
We've put Wapakoneta on the map. I think it's the first time I've said Wapakoneta.
I wouldn't have known how to spell it until Michelle put it in chat. But of course, being from New York and being from Long Island, we're used to that because we have some of the weirdest
yes.
town names. So.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. That's a first. Somebody's asking about Cedar Point. I never went to Cedar Point, but I did go. Oh shoot! There's a water park there. There's a water park in that area. Do you remember the name of that one? The water park there.
Water park? No, I've been to Cedar Point though. Cedar Point's it's crazy. The rides there are insane.
Tammy has me on the big screen. She's probably sitting there with my brother out there. Nice. So you go back to New York. How long are you back in New York?
Gosh. So that was. I
old
lived
were
in
you?
Ohio for like my middle school and like the beginning of high school. So moved back actually in 10th grade. So it was interesting because I moved back, and so I went to elementary school with all of these kids, and then moving back and seeing them in high school, and everybody is kind of like split into different groups. So it was interesting coming back in high school, visiting everybody and going back to high school there. But it was good. I got a job working at the library, and then I became a librarian. So yeah, but
Pam the librarian. Wow.
yes.
There's not many of those these days anymore, right?
There's still libraries, but they've changed over the years. It's more of a community center than a place where you're like, shh, no talking.
Right.
It's louder than you think now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's been a long time since I've been in a library.
Yes.
Mary Cyber says Wapakoneta, home of the cheesesteak that was shaped like a cheese wedge. I didn't know that. You know, I always say this, you can learn something from every little town.
Yes.
So, okay, so you're there. How long did you spend there before? So you went from New York to Florida?
Yeah, I moved to Florida about 3 years ago. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move right down.
And like you said, you wanted to make that move. You just wanted to come here for Disney and the weather. That's what we did.
Pretty much.
You got a similar path, like to Tammy. Like she lived on the Northeast coast. She went to Ohio. She came back to the Northeast coast and then dropped down to Florida because of her love for Disney. How about that?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of New Yorkers are moving down to Florida. I see and I meet a lot of New Yorkers, so it's pretty cool.
That's always cool. We've got a guy. Is it Brian? It's Brian who works the People Mover from New Bedford, Massachusetts. That's my hometown. So I always give him a shout out. Brian,
nice.
New Bedford, Brian. Yeah, he's a good guy. We want to blast the chat, everyone, for Fuzzy Wuzzy 883, who just dropped a $1.99 super sticker with a big thumbs up. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Very fun name for sure. So you arrive here, and certainly you don't have to say your town, but I'm probably further. I think I live just as far or further than anyone that does what we do. I am an hour north.
Oh wow!
How close are you to the park?
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. Yeah. But I know Orlando, like just saying you're from Orlando, it could mean a lot of things. But I'm lucky enough to be pretty close. So we found a spot. We're like, yep, that's where we're moving. So
That's That's awesome. That's our plan. That's still our plan. We have one more house we want to purchase, and the goal is to get closer to Disney. So, once the kids are old enough and they're on their own, we're thinking about that. We're just starting the thought process of it. They're not quite ready to be out yet. They're 16 and 17, but it's on the horizon. It might be on the horizon. So that's our plan anyway, whenever that happens. So
Well, I'm further than both of you, so I got a little work.
we're working on it, though. We're working on him to get down here for good. We got to get him down here. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you do well enough. You retire, and if we can retire close together, we can just come down and, we'll push Neil around if he needs it, no, or he'll walk with us still. Neil is an ox.
Yeah.
Neil's going to be walking Disney till he's 99.
Mm-hmm.
So you get here, and did you get annual passes right away?
Yeah, what's funny is that we had gotten rid of our annual passes. We had annual passes before, and it was that period of time where they weren't selling them, so we had to wait a little bit. So we went to the resorts a lot before that, but then finally we were able to get our passes. We actually were so excited. We went to Magic Kingdom that day to get our annual passes, and actually met in line Myers and the Mouse, which was really cool. They gave us a pin and everything, and we were so excited that day getting our annual passes back. And then eventually I got my annual pass for the first time ever at Universal and now SeaWorld. So I have to go back to SeaWorld. I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah. When we came down, the way it kind of had to go was our house went on the market. It was not on for very long. It was on for a few weeks, and it sold. And so we had to act within 60 days to come down. But the problem was we had a Disney trip booked and paid for Caribbean Beach with my mom for November, and the house sold in June. So what Disney did for us was, so we actually didn't get annual. I was like, as soon as we arrive, we're getting annual passes and we're off and running. Well, we actually delayed all summer and into early fall to get our annual passes because they said we would be better off waiting, because when we show up on day one, they'll take everything we paid and roll it into an annual pass instead.
Oh,
so
nice.
it was kind of like it felt like a little bit of a free vacation, but I guess if you think about it now, it really wasn't. It was just we prepaid for the annual passes and they just activated it. It feels like now that I think about it. So we had to wait. So in the meantime, we got Universal passes, and we went to Universal every Saturday. No exceptions. Every Saturday, Universal. So yeah, that's how we did it too. So Myers and the Mouse, yes, is super nice, says Lily's Life. They are. That's a channel we're very proud to be partnered with. Love those guys for sure. They're amazing. So you get here, and so you met Myers and the Mouse. Was that the first live streamers that you had ever met?
We've met since we vacation to Disney all the time. We would run into like live streamers and YouTubers, and like I remember before we even moved down, I think we ran to Tim Tracker. I think was the first person we ever ran into, and at one of the Halloween parties, my youngest brother, Rob, who actually works at Disney now, he actually had dressed up as Tim Tracker for the Halloween at Mickey's Not So Scary. And
oh, that's funny.
Tim Tracker was there that day, and he thought it was the best thing ever. Took a picture with him. They made like the same face, like his face, and he posted it on Twitter and everything. It was so cool. I think I've shown like the picture on a live stream before, but he was super nice. I've met Corey from Corey Meets World, Steve. I actually met all of them at SeaWorld one day. It was a Joey Fatone concert, and it was Myers and the Mouse. It was Corey from Corey Meets World, Jenna and Dale from Resort TV, Steve from Steve's World, and it was crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need a picture with all of you, and it's on my Instagram if you want to see that.
Nice. Yeah, you hit the jackpot that night.
It was crazy. I was like, this is insane. But yeah, we've watched live streamers and YouTube, I was a big, I still am an Adam the Woo fan. I just met him last Halloween, so that was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anybody that you're a big fan of that you haven't met yet?
I'm trying to think.
I feel like I've met and know everybody that, I'm aware of. But I've never, ever, ever met Tim. We have never met
Really?
Tim. Nope. Never
Wow.
met him. Never met him. My most memorable meeting was maybe a year into doing this. And he was a favorite of mine too, but Tammy absolutely loved and still loves Nate, Paging Mr. Morrow.
I've been paging.
And we were walking out of Hollywood Studios one night, and we were just a vlogging channel for the first year. And we're walking out, and Jacob stops me and says, "Dad, over there by the trash can, it's Nate." And I'm like, "Oh, go get Mom. She's in the store. She has to meet him." So I'm walking up towards him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he goes, "Living in Diz, no way." And I'm like, "Wait a minute,
Oh, that's so
Nate, no way." So that was a cool thrill moment for me because I didn't think he knew who we were, but he did. I
That's
think more
awesome.
people watch all of us than we think. I
Oh,
think
yes.
everybody kind of knows who's in the game. Like I asked Tammy, I'm like, "Do you think Tim knows who Living in Diz is?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "I'm sure he does. I'm
Yeah.
sure sometimes they're like, let's see who's on in the parks. Even if they've watched for 10 seconds, I'm sure they probably at least know who Pink Pam is and Living in Diz. For sure.
Yeah, Nate's super nice. We've met him a few times, just running into like Disney Springs. We ran into him one day. He's always so nice and kind. So yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
he
So
is
when,
always nice.
when you were in New York and started thinking about moving here, were you already watching? Did you watch YouTube live streamers at that point?
yes. We had just started getting into more live streaming, watching people, and I watched. We'd been watching like Tim and Adam the Woo for a long time, and then getting into live streaming, like Resort TV. I met Resort TV. They're super nice, and then Corey Meets World through Resort TV. And so we that was kind of like whenever we were planning a Disney trip, like getting excited for it, we would watch a live streamer, and just like, oh, we want to do that. Oh, there's a new cupcake available. Okay, cool. And this rides down, or but I just love watching live streaming, not rather than a video, even though I do watch the vloggers, but I just like that casual, just, hey, let's see what we can do on a live stream. And it's just, we were never a big like chat, like we were never in chat. Believe it or not, I can't believe I live stream because I'm terrible with technology. I'm like the weirdest millennial where like I hate texting. I'd rather call somebody. So it's kind of funny that I live
You're
stream.
an old soul.
Yeah.
I am. And so we were never in chat. Like every time, like I'm like, oh, maybe I can like mention this. Like the conversation was gone already, and like people are so fast in chat. I don't know how they keep up with everything. But yeah, so it's kind of funny. Oh, and somebody just brought Michael K and See You Real Soon. Yeah, they were awesome too. We watched them a lot. See You Real Soon doesn't really do it anymore. But yeah, they were good.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wish, it's been 8 years since we've lived here, and I wish I would have known of live streaming if there even wasn't that long ago, because we certainly would have watched for sure. I could see us tuning in. I mean, we lived in Maine before we came to Florida. We went from Massachusetts to Maine to raise the kids as babies, and long, cold winter days. I'm sure that would have been a Saturday highlight for us to
Yes.
watch some live streams. So I can kind of relate to people when they meet us in the parks and they're like, "Man, you get me through the winter," and things like that. I'm like, "Okay, I get it. I get it
Yeah.
for sure."
Hmm.
So you get here to Florida. How long does it take you to decide I want to try to live stream?
Oh gosh. Well, I started my channel a little over a year ago, back last I think April, like that towards the end of April. I never thought I would be live streaming. I'm very quiet. I'm a very shy person. I worked at a library. It was something I was introduced to, and I again, like, I've watched live streamers and I love being in the parks, and it it was it was lonely, moving down here and not knowing anybody, and kind of like, I had lived in New York for most of my life. So even though I moved down with some of my family, like, I, I was kind of like, I would like some friends. I'd like to talk to some people, and live streaming. And I tried doing videos, and it's just not for me. I give credit to anybody doing videos and everything. It's just not me. Maybe one day I'll try it again, but live streaming just seemed like, I don't know, the right thing for me. And I I remember going that day, my first live stream at Magic Kingdom. I didn't have a gimbal. I was telling Lawrence before, I didn't have a gimbal or anything. I had no idea what I was doing. I just hit go live, and then crazy enough, some people joined in. One of those people being TD, who's my mod, and I'm not going to cry, TD. But he was there day one, and of course, like, probably most of my family was in the live stream too. But I remember that first day just sweating, but having so much fun talking to people, and it was good. I knew that, yeah, this is something I want to do. That first live stream. But please don't go back and watch that, because it's a terrible live stream. It's very shaky, and you're really close to my face. So
Well, it's funny you say that, because I have a question for you. Do you
yes.
remember your first words?
No.
Well, I do.
Hey everyone! I'm here at Magic Kingdom. I got reservations. I am so excited.
There it is.
So that's
Very nice.
Those are your first words on stream.
Thank you. Thank you. I haven't watched that stream in such a long time. I really don't watch my streams back. I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear myself talk. So
Same. If I do, it's because I'm looking for content. But other than that, I never look back on it.
Yeah.
Hey, don't feel badly. Don't feel badly, because the first words out of my mouth was, I said the channel name wrong. Welcome to Living in the Diz. So I couldn't even get my own channel name right.
So let's talk a little bit more about that first stream. Do you remember the first attraction that you did on stream?
Attraction. I don't even remember going on anything. I think I remember going on the train. I remember going on, that was something. I remember waiting in line, and actually a person in line was like, "Are you live streaming?" Like, he was the very nice couple. And I'm pretty sure it was the train.
It was the train.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct.
It was the train, yes. Yeah. I had to go back and find that. I've got a couple more for you later.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So let's do a couple questions here. I thought this one was funny, because if you see her on stream, then you know the answer to this one. But Benjamin Burton says, are you a nice person in person?
I try to be.
She most certainly is.
Thank you.
Kim wants to know what motivated you to start streaming from the parks.
Again, like, I always watched live streamers, and I love the parks, and I figured, I'm going to be at the parks anyway, might as well bring along a bunch of people. And so yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Finish,
It's
Lauren.
funny that Catherine put that up there, because I was going to do it. We talked about Canva before we came on. And I was going to do a little game show intro. How well does Pam know PinkPam86?
Well, I'm thinking that you're so good at these kinds of things. I'm surprised you didn't pair me against Pam and ask me questions about my own channel.
That would have
I
been
probably would have lost.
That would have been good, yeah.
Maybe some other time.
So Pepper and Patty says, do you also work full time in addition to doing live streaming?
I do. I have a full-time job, and I have a little bit more time during the summer, but yeah, I have a full-time job too.
I kind of figured that. I mean, of course, you being younger, and I feel like when you're live, it's someone that kind of works a 9 to 5 of somewhat, because you'll go live at night like I do.
Mm-hmm.
During the week I can never go live before 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
It's just too tough to do.
Do you miss New York eats?
Yes, I do. I miss, of course, pizza. I found a decent pizza place here, not too, but of course it's run by some people from New York.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it good. I miss bagels. I miss some New York bagels and delis and diners.
Yeah.
I miss New York diners.
Yeah. We don't have diners here either.
No.
So since you talked about pizza, do you eat pizza from the pizza window in Epcot?
I actually never eaten the pizza from the window. I've gone into, but I've never eaten it from the window. I've heard it's good though, right? No? Oh no.
Okay. So is it different between the window and inside?
Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Really
I'm
good
interested.
pizza in Via Napoli inside. Outside, Catherine and I referred to that as, do you remember Ilio's frozen pizza?
Oh God.
That's what it was like. Just the thickest crust, cut Sicilian, not a lot of don't do it. If you're from New York, don't do it. I promise you.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Moving down here, that was kind of rough. But yeah, I do miss New York food. It was good.
I always think that if you're from New York, you have the highest level of respect to evaluate pizza and bagels.
Yes.
I trust that. I might not trust Neil with the Wookie cookie evaluations and things like that, but pizza, yes. Pizza, I will. He has my heart with pizza.
What I wouldn't do for a bacon, egg, and cheese right now in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
On a bagel.
Yep. On a bagel. Yep.
That sounds really good. The everything bagel, like with everything. What's your favorite bagel?
I actually do like everything bagels. I remember we had a bagel place by us that made a French toast bagel. That was super popular. Just loaded up with butter. It was really good.
Everyone that's older, Mel's Diner. You remember that show, Mel's Diner?
I sure do.
Wasn't that was the Kiss My Grits show?
Kiss My Grits,
right?
Yep.
I've never eaten at Mel's Diner in Universal.
Oh, I never have either.
No, my brother.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't
he
worry
hates
it. It's not good. You know what that's on the level of, and it actually might be below the level of, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'll eat there once or twice a year, is Cosmic Rays. It's like there.
Yeah.
Although I think it's lower because I had a burger, maybe within the last 6 months over at Cosmic Rays, and it was pretty good.
During the Halloween parties, they have good, pretty decent food there at Cosmic Rays. So,
yeah.
They have a special menu?
Yeah, usually during the Halloween parties, they'll have special food at certain areas. So we had that last Halloween party. I think it was like a chicken sandwich that was pretty good. And they've had pretty good stuff in the past. So.
Welcome everybody who's watching live and anyone that watches on the recorded version. We appreciate you being here live and we appreciate you listening all the time. This is the DIZPod every Wednesdays night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and we've been having a lot of fun with our special guest Pink Pam, who's been live streaming for a year now. If you find her interesting and you find us interesting, definitely subscribe. And she's live in the parks Mondays and Saturdays, right? For the most part.
Wednesdays and Saturdays, yeah.
Did I
Usually.
say Monday? Did I say Monday?
Yeah.
I saw Wednesday in my head. I meant to say Wednesday. I knew that. And yeah, and we're live 2 to 3 times a week in the parks as well. So thank you for all being here. And let's see. If anybody else has questions for Pam, put a Q in front of it, and we'll try to highlight it so you can ask her some more questions. And Pete McDevitt. Pete always has something to say. What is Pete having to say here? Here to support Pam, great channel, but why does it look like Corey is wearing a silk Hefner robe? I'm getting to that level, Pete. I've got my fluffy slippers and my cigar. Or is it a pipe? What would he smoke, a pipe or a cigar? I don't smoke any of that, but it's off to the
I
side.
feel like it was a pipe. Somebody can tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a pipe.
You got to love Pete. He's a
So,
good guy.
so Pam, D23 is coming up. We know that we should be hearing some good announcements. We believe. What is one thing that you're hoping to hear?
Hoping something that they're actually going to put forth and actually do something. They need to announce anything at this point. So really any extension, I'm hoping, people keep mentioning the Magic Kingdom expansion and everything. I hope they do that. Something. I know people were thinking that from the concept art that it's going to be Coco themed or in Encanto. And then some people have even been saying a Villain's Land. I would love that. Another park would be awesome, but that's not going to happen for a long time. But yeah, the Magic Kingdom expansion, I want to see happen.
I feel like that were you going to add to that, Lawrence?
No, go ahead.
I feel like what could be coming down the pike now is we could hear a little mention. Remember we talked about Tomorrowland maybe getting an overhaul?
We did.
I'm starting to think a little bit, maybe 20%, that we might get something in that effect over to Tomorrowland. That some things might be happening over there. It's needed.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind that.
And Fantasyland, how do you feel, Pam, about the circus area? It just needs to go. It's so useless over there. We could add something so much more meaningful over there. What do you think?
But they just added the Smell-O-Fence. Come on.
I know. I knew you were going to say that. And I haven't had a chance to do it yet. And next time the family is all there, we're going to do it on a Saturdays for sure.
You have to smell some elephants.
Yes. Yes. Have you done it yet? Have you done the Smell-O-Fence?
Yesterday we went and it had closed down, like you couldn't get the card that they give you. So we could smell some of the elephants. Not all of them were on at that point. But yeah, I guess it's good they added something. I'm always happy when they add something new. But yeah, I don't really understand it. And somebody mentioned in chat, Dino Land. Do something with Dino Land now. Come on.
Well, that's what some of that artwork is depicting, right? And what they'll probably solidify. Have we solidified that yet, Lawrence? On that, what we're going to do with Dino Land? So maybe that's a solid plan too of what's. I don't know. Maybe we're not going to hear much new, but we're going to hear confirmation on things like the whole Beyond Thunder Mountain project. That's a go. I think that's a go at this point. I mean, we love Mickey Views. I watched his vlog yesterday, and he always has good sources. And I think he's feeling like that's a pretty much a go. Like I think it sounds like 85% that we're getting Cars Land or the racers, was it Radiator Springs Racers?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Yes, that would
and
be
I love
so
Mickey
awesome.
Views too. I love.
Braden, we tried to adopt him as one of our kids. He hung out with us most of the day, the first day of our channel. The first day our channel was born, and we vlogged the whole day. It was the opening of Toy Story Land, and he was
Okay.
covering it, and we hung out for multiple hours with Braden. He's a good boy.
Oh yeah, he's
But he has good sources, and he did mention a little bit in his vlog about Tomorrowland, so that's why I mentioned that.
okay.
So
Nice.
maybe there's a lot that can happen over there.
So
So
PBC wants to know what's your favorite Disney parks.
Favorite Disney World parks in order. Okay. It changes. Right now, I have to say Magic Kingdom's on top. Magic Kingdom, and then I think second. I love Epcot too. I love just walking around World Showcase. And I do like that new area with Walt. And they added a lot of seating there, so you just kind of sit there and relax. And can't wait for everything to kind of open up over in Epcot. So I guess Epcot second, then Hollywood Studios, and I hate to put Animal Kingdom last though, because I love the safari. But that's usually like what I go on when I go to Animal Kingdom at this point. And it's so hot in the summer to go to Animal Kingdom. But I do love seeing the animals there at Animal Kingdom. So maybe it's a tie between Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom. But that changes all the time.
Do you stream from Animal Kingdom? I don't know if I've seen.
It's hard for me to stream from Animal Kingdom unless I do it on a Saturday. I'm hoping to go there soon though, because it's the Lion King's anniversary. I think, when is it? Sometime in this month. So I want to go to Animal Kingdom to celebrate that. I think they're releasing like stuff for it. So
yeah, definitely. There's snacks that I saw on social media again the other day. Not sure of the date though. I don't know if it's out now or it's coming soon. It'd be nice to get some merch for that.
yes.
You know, the hat, the spirit jersey, the T-shirts, all that stuff. Just don't come out with anything. Oh, they did come out with Pandora. That's right. So Tammy's really into Pandora again, but she has restrictions. What a nice husband. I'm like, you better start breaking down and buy some other things instead, because she wants anniversary things. Like Donald came out for the anniversary Pandora, but it doesn't have 90 on it. She's like, no, it has to have a number. It has to have a number for me to get it. So, so yeah. So do you not ride like Flight of Passage?
Oh no, I do ride Flight of Passage. I'll do that whenever, like, I've never done it on stream. Can you stream from Flight of Passage? I don't know.
Can you stream? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yeah, absolutely. It's so stupid. There's some rides that they'll literally tell you to take the phone out of the gimbal and then you can hold your phone, which is much riskier, a lot less safe. I've tried to tell them, no, if you hold the gimbal, it's going to be a lot safer. But you can't bring a gimbal on there. But what I do is I got a case specifically for that ride that has a bracelet, like a loop to it. So I loop it around my wrist and I just hold it while we fly.
Got it.
So that's my tip for you. You can
Thank
have
you.
that one. You're welcome.
I feel like the line is always so long to go on Flight of Passage. But I love Flight of Passage.
If you don't mind, just wait till the end. Wait till there's like 15, 20 minutes left of the park to be open. And go over there. You'll probably get on in 30 minutes or less.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
Tammy says Donald, but Donald's $185. Yeah, you don't want that one.
No. Are there any rides that you don't do?
That was gonna be my question. Good one.
Any rides that I don't do? I haven't rode Everest in a while. The last time I went on with my brother Rob, and we got stuck twice in like the worst spots. And I feel like I'm getting old, and I just can't do the big rides anymore. So maybe every once in a while I'll do Everest, but I think I've been on every ride. Oh wait, no, that's not true. In Magic Kingdom, I've never been. And what is it called? I always forget the name of it. It's in Tomorrowland.
Astro Orbiter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only ride I've never been on.
Yeah.
Is it the continuous circles or is it the height? What is it?
I don't know why that ride just scares me for some reason. And I've been on big rides before. Like I've been at SeaWorld, I've been on Mako and Manta, and I don't understand, but that ride just for some reason, I've never wanted to go on it before.
It's probably maybe it's the way I feel about it. Like I've done a lot of those too. Like Manta is pretty awesome over there at SeaWorld. Go on Velocicoaster all the time. Hagrid's, any of those things, no problem. Guardians, but it's for me, it's the constant circles. Like I can't take that. I can't do teacups. If I do, I have to hold on for dear life to stop the cup from spinning. Even the carousel is a little bit tough for me. I'll create some drama when we're live. I'll be like, all right, guys, we're going to do this for you, but let's see if I can make it through this thing. Like I have to focus on something, and then when that goes away, I focus on something else. I can't just watch the world spin around me. Like it's scary. And I would say Astro Orbiter is on steroids. Like it's higher and it's faster. It spins even faster. So that's a hard one. But I did do it live for everybody within the last year one time.
Okay.
And I survived, but not my favorite either.
I probably will never go on it. Do you take your phone off your gimbal when you go on Mine Train? Because I had a crazy ride on Mine Train on stream.
Here's another tip from streamer to streamer. Turn the gimbal power off.
Okay.
And just hold the phone with your hand, but keep it in the cradle.
Okay.
Okay. And there's multiple rides like that you should do that for. And coasters are definitely those that you want to do that for.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of that, I don't know if Aaron is around, but I was watching Aaron's live stream, our Disney World Fix, the other day, and I was like, I think that he shuts his gimbal off for Star Tours. I got to tell him, don't do that. It's not a fast ride, so the gimbal will move with it, because it was shaky, and I'm like, why is he so shaky? I'll have to message him on that.
Yeah.
I like to help. Yeah, anytime you need help, just message me.
Thank you.
It's good to have people in the community like that who's like, I wonder if, there's times, I'll message others. Josh and I from Resort TV One will message sometimes, and I'll be like, hey, what did you use for a signal on such and such a ride the other day? Like, it looked really good. And, he's nice enough to say, try it like this, or I'll try something, and he'll say, hey, that came out good. What did you do? And I'll say, oh, this is what I did. So, of course, there's no doing that from the other day, right? Did you have a chance to go on Tiana when it was a huge disaster this week?
No. I didn't get a cast preview or anything. So I'll be going there opening day.
Okay. How about AP? Are you planning on doing preview now?
I missed it. For some reason, Disney just doesn't send me notifications on things, and I didn't get any preview, but I did get reservations for opening day. So hopefully I'll be able to get on.
Can she still do something, Lawrence?
Yes.
She can, right?
Yeah. So you can get a reservation to any park for the 13th. As long as you have that, then you can join the 1 o'clock queue.
Okay.
And whether you've been in Magic Kingdom or not. So it's something a little different that they've done for annual pass holders. But yeah, so grab one for Epcot and, go scan into Epcot and then...
No, you don't have to scan. She doesn't have to.
You don't have to, no.
Right? That's the difference,
you can
too.
join 1 o'clock queue. And you can join it from anywhere. You don't have to be in Magic.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
Thank you.
Balaban Channel, welcome to the LID Club as a Magical Express member. You said that the other day that you're going to join, so welcome back to the family. Balaban, everybody bless the chat for Balaban.
Thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of Balaban, he asks, what is your favorite ride in Magic Kingdom?
Favorite ride? Right now, I love the People Mover. I know some people don't consider that a ride, but we do. So People Mover is always the first ride we usually go on when we go to Magic Kingdom. So.
Oh, that's funny. That's always my last.
Yeah.
We end the night with that most times. Yeah.
Have you ever done People Mover with 5 people in one car?
No.
We have
We have.
half lap sitting. Yeah,
Oh
that
my
happens.
gosh.
I don't recommend it. My hip still hurts from that.
I had a funny line when that happened. What did I say to you? I think it had to do with sweat.
Yeah, is this your sweat or mine?
Yeah. I don't know whose sweat is whose. Is this mine or yours? Oh, the memories you make at Magic Kingdom. So, speaking of that, memories put you on the spot. Maybe what are one or two things that really stand out as moments that happened live on your channel that like you'll just never forget?
Live. Oh my gosh. Um
Like for me, like I told you, it might be on the spot. So
yeah.
if this helps you think a second,
Mhm.
anyway. I mean, certain things. And I'll put Lawrence to the test too. He can pick out something. Chat, say some things in chat that are very memorable that you were part of as watching that happened to us or we experienced. I mean, I always go to the one where we just returned to the parks. Masks were mandatory outside. It was 100 degrees, and Tammy and Jill went up to Storybook Treats near Pooh Bear, and they wanted at the time the Peter Pan Dole Whip, which was the lime Dole Whip with the red chocolate feather. Did you get a chance to try that one? It was good.
Yeah, I think that's the Dole my mom always talks. Was it the lime? Oh no, I know what you're talking about. That was the
And it
Peter
floated in
Pan.
Sprite.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jill wanted that. Tammy wanted like the orange cream one or something from I'm going blank. Terrace over there. The terrace near we were over near Swiss Family Treehouse there. Sunshine Tree
Oh, yeah.
Terrace.
Terrace,
So
yeah.
Jacob and I are like, we'll bring him to you. So we get 3 floats in 100 degrees, trying to get them halfway across Magic Kingdom. And I have a stream in my hand, and I'm trying to carry the treats as well. And we get walking away, and my mask is falling, and you're not supposed to be walking around with your mask down, and you can hear us like, oh my God, my mask is off, my mask is down, and Jacob's like, Dad, they're dripping everywhere, they're melting all over the place, and it was a real stressful moment for us, and it was pretty funny. And when we finally got up to that area, the chat is like, they're at Pooh Bear, I'm walking by Pooh Bear, and you have to be there to see it, but it was chaos. So that's something that's a memory we'll never forget. We have a lot of fun ones though. Epcot was a not so great night on 2 separate occasions. One involved a bench, and the second outside the Epcot entrance bathroom. Oh, you mean Hollywood Studios bathroom? Yeah. See, you stream long enough, you accumulate all kinds of things. I was walking one time, and it was after my World Showcase walkthrough, and I'm going by the bathrooms where Starbucks used to be, the restrooms, and I'm heading towards the exit on the left side, and I'm paying attention to the stream, and I walked, my shins full force went into these wooden park bench seats. Yeah, I put the gimbal down, I put my hands on my knees, and I bent over, and I don't think the stream saw me for about 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh
That was a tough one.
Oh my
That was a
gosh.
tough one. Yeah.
Mom mentioned the Skyliner and the hot air balloon. Yes. Anytime I go on the Skyliner, one time I got stuck on the Skyliner in the rain, lightning. That was probably really memorable. And
That's scary.
probably only like 10 or 15 minutes, but it felt like a lifetime. And I'm not a huge fan of the Skyliner to begin with. And so being stuck in the rain and we're just swaying, going back and forth. So that was pretty memorable. And then
That's a good one.
going on in Disney Springs, I always forget the actual name, but I just call it the hot air balloon, even though it's not a hot air balloon at all. But that was for my 500 subscribers stream, so that was pretty cool.
There you go. Those are some great memories. Yeah. And Gilnack had mentioned, our whole Hawaii series, and Jillian's encounters with Mulan, totally epic, and our 4-park challenge day, which was a lot of fun. So many fun. Yeah, we could. I wish we had a whole set of highlights to highlight everything, and you'll continue to compile those too. Apparently, you played hide and seek with your mom on stream one time.
Always. I always lose mom.
That's what hide and seek is. Okay.
Yeah, I always lose mom, and I'm like, oh, we lost mom. Where is she? And we have to go find mom. So
Lawrence,
that's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah. When was that? When did you take the channel over?
For Lawrence Week.
Oh, the whole week. Yes. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Lawrence did a great job with that, for sure.
And we hit 13K during that time. You're welcome.
I know, right? Couldn't have done it without you. Couldn't have done it. Blast the chat for the real Steven TV, who just dropped a $2 super chat that says Pam almost ran into Jack Sparrow.
I did. I walked right past him. Like I was talking to chat, and it was, I don't know, it was during a Halloween party, I believe. Maybe I'm mistaking that, but maybe it was just a regular night. And Captain Jack Sparrow just starts walking. He actually looked at me. I could have had a whole interaction with him, but I totally just walked past him. They're like, you just missed him. Like, you walked right past him. And I was like, oh well. So yeah, so you just see him walking past me on stream, like looking at me like, why aren't you talking to me?
Shirley Renee remembers when you were looking for that little screw and you had all the cast members looking for the screw for the bubble wand.
Oh, that was so funny. They were over getting the bubble wand fixed, and I was just looking down Hollywood Boulevard, and all of a sudden I look over and all these cast members are all like surrounding them. I was like, what is going on? So I had to take the stream over there and find out. That was a good night. That was a lot of fun.
Purple Pleasure says, love the 50s Diner stream with the server, Leah, that took the stream. The tubers of you. Oh, we ate at 50s prime time. And then within that night, that was the same night, right? They force-fed me carrots and whipped cream.
Yeah.
Which wasn't bad. And the waitress took the stream and took it all over the restaurant and interviewed and talked to different people eating, and she called it the tubers of you, and she showed all the knickknacks and all that stuff. So that was a lot of fun. I guess with that said, Jacob's birthday stream is going to be the third or fourth Saturday in June, and we're going to eat at 50's prime time, and we're going to try to get Leah again. So should be fun.
I'll message her soon. So talking about memorable moments, do you remember where you were when you hit 500?
When I hit 500, I have no idea.
Doesn't know.
No clue.
I know.
Guys, we're at $4.99. $4.99. You guys are awesome. Did we make it? Did we make it? The DIZPod, yeah. Lawrence, you just met my co-host, Lawrence. That was so cool. Did we get 500, guys? No way. Lord, all I have to say is, told you, Pam. You did. Thank you, guys. We did it. Joe.
I'm actually crying right now. That was pretty awesome.
What was kind of cool for us is you had just bumped into Corey 3 minutes or so before that.
Oh, that was did I hear my name? I thought I heard my name.
Yes.
Oh.
In fact.
Hey, nice to meet you. Hey.
First time I've seen you in the bar.
I know, awesome. Can I?
What's that?
Can I show you on?
Oh, sure.
This is Living His Guys. This is Corey. So go check him out. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow you on Instagram. So I see you're always posting that you're live, and I'm like, I am never where she.
So she had just met Corey in the parks, and I want to say I was dual streaming. I think I had Corey and had you on because I saw that you were at the same park, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to bump into each other. And sure enough, you did. And you hit 500 right after that. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
We won't take credit for that, but you know.
No, take credit for that.
I was going to tease her and say, what was your favorite moment of that 5 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. Say the 500.
So let me ask you this. This was more recent. Do you remember where you were when you hit 2.5?
2.5. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at my own trivia. I have no idea. We're at 2.5? No way. Thank you, guys. Yeah, guys, check out Living in Diz. Thank you. You made me and Mom cry. Corey and Lawrence.
So again, we happen to be, it's just dumb luck at this point, but we happen to be around for you 2.5 as well.
She's going to want us around more often, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was great. It's great to watch your channel grow and where you get to so quickly. And man, it's the world is your oyster. You're going to continue to do really, really good things.
Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you to both of you for just, it's just being kind and nice. And so, I'm going to try not to cry. So I appreciate everything. So thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. I mean, right there, you can just see how genuine she is. She's grateful, and you can tell. And I told her this in the park, that we admire people. I admire people that work hard at doing this and do it the right way, do it genuine. And you're just grateful for each and every subscriber that comes along. I don't care if you're at 30 or 2K or 14.5. What are you at? 14.5, something like that.
Close. Very close.
I look every time I'm done. I look almost every day. Hey, how we doing? Where are we at? We just want to grow this thing and share it more and more. And people come to all of us to watch Disney, but it's really more about the person and the personalities, because they can watch anybody, right? Anybody can fly Southwest, JetBlue, whatever, but it's what you like about those particular businesses or airlines. So it's how people relate to you. There's people that probably wouldn't, that how it goes. There's people that don't like how I do things, but they love what you do, or vice versa. But it's you do you, and your people will come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do what you love. The Disney baker was. I met him when I had like barely 100 subscribers, and he came up to me. He had just hit 1,000 subscribers, and he just said, "Do what you love," and that's something that I, just stays with me. So, and I can tell you guys do what you love. So it's pretty incredible. So thank you, guys.
You're very welcome, and that's what it is. I feel like it gives me the chills to say it. Like, I feel like you're excited about a certain thing, and this certain thing is Disney, and to be able to show others Disney who also love Disney, that may not, for whatever reasons, can't see Disney at this moment or ever, to be able to show that to them. I love enjoying Disney through the eyes. How do I say it? I love sharing Disney through our eyes for people to see. And it's even just like going on a ride, right? Isn't that pretty thrilling? Where, what was it? We were watching Fantasmic the other night, and there was a whole group behind us that had never seen Fantasmic. Mm-hmm. And that just upped my level of enjoyment of that show that night, to just hear their excitement every time a scene changed or something. So it means the world to me, and I know it does to you, to just share what you love. Like, hey, we're going on Pirates. Yeah, you and I have gone on Pirates 1,000 times, but we're going on with people that are just excited to go on it with us, and we know every night there's new people that maybe haven't seen it, and we just get to share it and be their guide. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, definitely. My mom just brought me tissues.
But that's another thing that's so funny about the three of us on the screen right now. We have very supportive mothers. Like, my mom's in the chat, your mom is always in the chat, your mom's in the chat and in the parks with you. Yeah, I think it's great. Just like a hanging with Mark. His mom is always there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yes. When we run into Mark and Mark's mom, towards the end of the night or something like that, we know when the stream is over. We're probably going to talk in the parking lot for about an hour and a half minimum. For sure. Dad at Disney just subscribed to your channel. Well, welcome to the Pam family.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing. So when's your next live stream? It's tomorrow. Tell everybody about it.
Yes. Usually I don't live stream on Thursdays, but we're going. I was gonna make it a surprise, but I guess we're going to Epcot. We're gonna do the after hours at Epcot tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. It'll be another late night stream. I'm sorry, TD, if you're still in chat.
Is TD from like the UK or something?
He is. He's from Germany, so he stays up. He stays up 4 a.m. And I appreciate my mods and what they do. So
yeah, 86JB. No, this is our Thursdays off. In a rare thing, I will be at Disney Springs tomorrow, but I won't be live. I'm gonna spend it with my brother, and it's gonna be a boys' night out with Jacob and my brother, and I do think Neil is gonna join us. Alyssa will be the only lady there. But I think they'll join us, too, for a little bit. We're going to watch a drone show and everything. This is something new for me that I'm trying to do, Pam, where now and then, if we can go to the park and not live stream and just take it all in, trying to do that because I love doing it so much. It's like I always just live stream, So it's important to kind of step back and do that, too. Lawrence did a nice thing for me when he was here recently, where he was with me, all day. We were at Epcot, and he's like, "No, give me the gimbal. I am going to stream Luminous for you. I want you to watch it, and I want you to enjoy it." And he's done that to me a few times. He, was like, "What was it about Tron?" You said, "I think you didn't let me stream it, right? You're not going to stream this tonight. Yep. You're going to ride it, And I did, and I was like, "Oh my God, I had this ride wrong. This ride is way better if you get to just ride it." So thank you, Michelle. She says you deserve time off. But we will be live on Saturdays. Our last time riding Test Track. So make sure you go on Test Track because it's closing in a few days, right? A few days? Do we have a closing date? We do, right?
I think
17th.
Closing the 17th. So if you do Test Track, make sure you go on it.
Pam, how many hats do you own? And do you wear mini ears?
I don't think I've ever counted all my hats. I have a whole hat closet that I showed on my my first home stream that I did, and but I have quite a few. And what was the second question? Mickey ears or
mini ears? Yeah. Oh yeah, those hats.
One of two.
I do have some Mickey ears. I haven't bought a pair of ears in such a long time. I'm a big hat person, so I wear a lot more baseball caps in my hats more than Mickey ears. Sometimes they hurt my ears, the mouse ears, even though they're so cute. But yeah,
we don't wear hats for the same reason.
Yeah, he needs his hats. Corey has broken his mug addiction. Thank goodness we sent him to MA.
I wouldn't have gone through rehab without our wonderful community. They helped me get over my Disney mug addiction. So.
Is there a souvenir that you have an addiction to?
Ooh, it used to be the lounge flies. I used to love the lounge flies. I've stopped myself trying not to buy that. But I'm trying to think. I collected some of the Spirit jerseys in the beginning. Now I'm more, I want to try the food. So I kind of focus all my money on trying the new food that comes out more than merch. But anything Donald, I'll buy. And Marie too. I love Marie. So if I find any good Marie merch, I'll buy it.
Nice. Michael Faison wants to know, were we all ever nervous doing our first live stream?
No. No, I was sweating because it was hot in October. No, I can tell you I was nervous. Really, really nervous. Yeah. What about you?
So for me, I relate my first time going live to grabbing that child and putting them on a bike at the top of a hill and letting them just go down the hill without training wheels. Because I was hanging out with some friends who were live streamers, and they had been begging me to go live. They're like, "You got to go live. You got to stop just vlogging." So finally, I mean, they literally grabbed my equipment, set it to go, and said, "You're live." And I was live. So I just walked around Disney Springs with about, I think we had 25, 32 people in there, and just went. I don't remember being nervous about it, but I'm sure there was like at least a little bit of a level of nervousness. Now, do I get nervous ever since then? We've been live streaming. The channel's 6 years old, right? 6 years old? Um, and we've been live streaming for roughly 5 years. I admitted that I was a little bit nervous about our previous live stream because it was a special event. It was all based on food, so there'd be a lot of, not that I get nervous talking to the stream, but I wanted to make sure everybody stayed engaged and people stayed interested, and we kept our audience numbers up. But everybody loved it, so I would just swear that maybe we wouldn't hold people's interest, but got a lot of great feedback on it. So I was a little bit nervous going into that, but not usually nervous. How about you, Pam?
I was very nervous the first live stream. I still get a little bit nervous. Mom can attest to this, that every time I go live, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live. I'm hitting the button, and she's like, okay, hit the button. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live now. We're ready. We're gonna go live. Okay, one more time. We're gonna go live now, right? So the home streams, I get more nervous now than my park streams, which is bizarre. But yeah, sometimes it's like that good nervous where you have like your butterflies in your stomach. But yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if there's any nervous energy for me, I guess it's usually leading up to going live, and it's just more of, I'm focused on, okay, I'm driving there, okay, I'm parked, okay, what is it, the tram, is it this, I'm watching the time, I'm like, okay, it's time to go live, I got to get there, and then as soon as that goes red, does it change for you though? As soon as that light goes live, I'm a whole different person. It's just boom, and like tonight, like I was telling my brother, it's like Lawrence and I don't rehearse what we're going to say. The first part of the DIZPod is just mixing it up together, and I just come on, and just whatever comes to my mind when we come on camera is what we go with.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun like that. So that becomes a natural thing. So, all right, well, have we said it all and done it all with our amazing guests this evening?
I really appreciate you coming on, Pam. The chat has absolutely loved it. Hopefully, you have found some more viewers from our chat, and hopefully the same as well. They've come over to Living in Diz. Excuse me. I think that the way that you work the streams, both of you, is very similar, and so I try to do the same things when I'm filling in for Corey. So. It's a great community. No reason that we can't support each other, and viewers can watch both.
Yeah, for sure. So, thank you for your time. Where else can they find you? Instagram? Where else would you like them to find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's the same as my channel. It's PinkPam86, and follow my mom's Instagram too. She posts more pictures than I do of us in the park. So
okay.
Follow mom. It's PamMom7.
PamMom7. Okay.
On Instagram.
Follow that, everyone, for sure. That's amazing. Well, you're welcome to come on, many times in the future. Until then, keep doing what you're doing, and there'll be no problems. The channel will just continue to grow and have fun and laugh and relax and enjoy. and it'll just all come to you. Good things to come.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're
the
welcome.
D23 episode will be a big one. So if you're free, we'd love to have you, and we'll chat about the recap on that one.
Yes, definitely.
Very
Sounds
cool.
like a plan. All right, everyone. We are live next at Epcot on Saturdays. Check start times. Check your notifications. They can always change. I'd love to get there between 2 and 3. We'll see. We'll ride test track for the final time. We'll eat some good foods. It'll still be festival-less, right? No festival.
Right.
That's always
Right.
fun. As we
And
go
you
out,
are-
blast.
And Pam is tomorrow at Epcot as well.
Epcot, yeah, probably
Yes.
at 9:00 starting.
All right, watch her for some extra magic hours over there. And I don't know if you know this tip. This is pro tip number 886. And it is, if you want to do Frozen, do it first,
Got it.
right? She should do it first, right? Because other than that, it's just going to really, or last.
Yeah.
You could- all the other rides, from my experience in doing that, you've probably done it before, but I found that Frozen is the one that everybody goes to. So do
Okay.
a bunch of other stuff. Maybe probably do a bunch of other stuff, and then just go do Frozen last
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
if you want to cover that for sure. Yes, Court's going to be my official bookkeeper of all the tips. We've got to make these tips and write them down for sure.
I may or may not have started keeping track.
Okay, thank you, please. And then we'll formulate something.
Yes.
Lawrence, let's put a book. Let's do a book. Let's do an ebook.
All
Let's
right.
put that out. Let's put a deadline on it. Some kind of Disney ebook needs to be out for Christmas. There, it's done.
Wow. He's giving me homework now. You see that? All right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he made me work on my vacation. That's okay. We had a great time. All right. Blast the chat for Steve Bullock, everyone. And Tony and that LID gift. Who'd it go to? It went to Troy McDonald. Congratulations, Troy. That's a $5 membership. Gets your name highlighted in green. You get all the special emojis related to the channel and much, much more. And a cool thing, too, is you get your name in the credits at the end of future live streams. So congratulations. Yeah. All right. We don't want to hold you up
Awesome
anymore. We kept you 30 minutes longer.
Awesome night. Thank you again, Pam, for coming on. Mom and my mom, thanks for being in chat.
Mhm.
We
Yes,
appreciate
and my
it.
mom, too. Now I have to thank my mom, or I'll look bad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Exactly.
I love my mom. We love our moms.
Yes.
All right, everyone. We'll see you soon. So we're just a couple of bros talking Disney parks and with Pink Pam tonight. So good night, everyone.
Good night.